Internet discourse in recent years has made it abundantly clear that the Donkey Kong series of platformers is one of Nintendo's most beloved and respected video game series. With the SNES Donkey Kong Country trilogy being regarded as iconic and groundbreaking for its time, and the game's modern Donkey Kong Country duology being regarded as some of the best 2D platformers ever, you would think that Donkey Kong would be prioritized by Nintendo, especially considering the series has always sold well for the system it's on. But this month, it has been 10 years since the last new Donkey Kong Country game, and almost 9 years since the last new Mario vs. Donkey Kong game, not including remakes and ports, since those come with barely any new content. So where is Donkey Kong? In this video, I'm going to go over everything we know, as well as what I think is next for everybody's favorite banana farm. To start, we need to ask ourselves why Retro Studios didn't simply take charge of the next Donkey Kong, as they had developed Returns and Tropical Freeze to great success among fans. So considering they had a 5-year gap between finishing Tropical Freeze and starting work on Metroid Prime 4, what were they doing? And after doing some digging on the internet, multiple sources I came across claimed the same thing. Retro Studios was trying to salvage another project they had that was struggling. Nintendo saw this and decided to look elsewhere. What was Retro Studios working on? A few people claim they were doing support work for other projects, which would make sense considering they aided development with Mario Kart 7. But past that, I haven't been able to find anything online. A tweet made back in April of 2019, when Reggie left Nintendo, sparked quite a bit of conversation about a new IP from Retro, as there was art of characters from games they worked on posing with Reggie, and conveniently hidden behind a Mario figurine in front of the photo was a robotic hand that nobody could quite distinguish. Perhaps this is related to a DK project in development, but more likely it was from whatever project Retro was trying to salvage that since then hasn't seen the light of day, which we can assume was not Donkey Kong related. Either way, it would be cool to see one day though. Back to Donkey Kong though, we have heard about another DK related project greenlit by Nintendo in the time since Tropical Freeze. The rumored Donkey Kong Freedom was apparently going to be DK's return to 3D, developed by Vicarious Visions, a subdivision of Activision Blizzard, responsible for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, a couple of Star Wars games, a couple of Spider-Man games, Crash Nitro Kart, Skylanders Swap Force and Superchargers, which would go on to feature Donkey Kong in some of the Wii U exclusive bundles, and a few other various titles. Apparently the game had themes of deforestation, which is quite fitting for Donkey Kong and would feature more action and hazard-oriented environments and gameplay, including rail grinding but on vines. However, for what seems to be business-related reasons at Activision Blizzard, the game was allegedly scrapped. So with Retro Studios out and Donkey Kong Freedom being cancelled, what do leakers have to say about what's next for Donkey Kong? Some leakers say the 3D Mario team is working on it, and the game was rumored last year alongside a 2D Mario, which we now know to be true in the form of Super Mario Bros. Wonder. However, the rumors have been contradicting each other, some saying it's a 3D title, others saying it's a 2D title. Personally, I think both can be true. We could get a 3D game with plenty of 2D segments, similar to what Sonic Generations or to an extent Super Mario Odyssey does. And I'd even go as far to say that's most likely in the event that these leaks are true. But the truth of the situation is, we won't know anything until either Nintendo reveals it, or Pyoro, a prominent and entirely accurate leaker, does. So lastly, what do I want from Donkey Kong? I think it would be super cool to get a 3D platform from Donkey Kong, something a little more intense than what Mario does with his 3D outings. Add some more action-based elements. DK is familiar with punching the shit out of his adversaries. Make the jungle more dangerous, give us some cool-ass cinematic boss fights, while not sacrificing mechanical integrity, of course. And make it open world. I think something like that would be so cool, but I also would be more than down for another Donkey Kong Country, considering how amazing Returns and Tropical Freeze are. For either scenario, I'd like to see more of a focus on the Kongs. Give us some more interaction between them. Bring back old ones that have been thrown to the wayside like Kitty and Chunky Kong. Go all in on the heart of the DK series cast, because while they're pretty lovable, they've also been incredibly underutilized. Whatever happens though, I think it's not going to be released if it's not great, because the inside knowledge on how Nintendo perceives Donkey Kong suggests that it's special to them. And it should be, because the Massive Monkey was Nintendo's magnum opus, the thing that truly cast them into the spotlight. So what do you think is next for Donkey Kong? What do you want? Let me know in the comments, and I'd love to read your ideas. If you liked this video, please leave a like and subscribe. It means a lot. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace!